It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
A lot of guys love sitting here, Mike, and nitpicking his game. And I would agree, some of it is fair criticism. But there's one thing you can't deny. This guy is electric with the ball in his hands. One of the best open field runners, regardless of position in the entire league. But for him to take the next step and develop as a quarterback, he needs to match that arsenal that he has with his legs and develop a little bit more in the traditional passing game with his arm. If he's able to do that, they're not only going to have a chance to win here today, but they're going to win for a long time in the future.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. The Commanders have Jamison Crowder ready to return. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
Give him 14 on that play, one first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He finds De'Ami Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again, Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Man in motion is Brown. Again, it'll be Eckler. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fields now. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
29 yards in all, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit.
And he's in. Van Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They run out of the gun with Warren. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 27-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Fields from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. they were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chris Rodriguez. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. Second down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an arc to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him, and it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in second and 10.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Fields. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On second down, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll give it to Harris again. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Third down and 9. To throw is Fields. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Fields now on second down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
To think back 2 years ago in 2022, Austin Eckler led all NFL running backs with 107 receptions. Last year, dealt with some injuries, a little banged up, only 51. They're looking for a bounce-back year out of Austin Eckler.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
He'll give it to Eckler on the option. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Harris. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Van Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's a run with Eckler. So a good chunk of yardage there, but still well short of the 1st down. On comes the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out, and he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more. And here in the first half, Mike, I mean, how about the performance of this offense and especially the quarterback? I mean, they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
Fields now to throw on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got it inside the 5. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them 16 there and a 1st down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Eckler. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They run it once more with Eckler. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one taken in. Touchdown, Commanders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harris running right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. Ho-ho! Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A run with Harris. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now for Fields. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
On 1st and 10, Fields. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Harris, 1st down. He's not done. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Fields now. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the first down completion. And, Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. At Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run. Eckler. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now, a handoff to Eckler. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Again, it's Eckler. And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of about 4. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. The motion man here is McLaurin. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll bring this up to the 22. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Second and 7. Now Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Chance to get him closer to that finish line. It is 3rd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he will take this up past the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Fields. That's complete left side to Pickens. Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run. Here's Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Fields. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. That is fielded at the 13. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Will try to run for it with Harris. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off the play action, here's Fields. This one complete to Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get about 5. On second down, a run with Harris. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. On the give, it's Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And when you look back at the success Newton had while in college, the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year in 2023, Mike, with 7.5 sacks. And over the years, the Washington Commanders have shown their willingness to invest, especially in the defensive line. And he's joining one of the deeper and more talented interior defensive line units in the entire league.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Steelers add on to their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the handoff, it's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Another run here with Harris. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this ball incomplete on third down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now it's Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. But as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.